today I am going to use my Curiosi-tea system and show you just how easy it is to do a reading. I've just got this in an old purse, handbag. So Curiosi-tea is a one-stop divination, all in a kit, a bundle. So in the bundle you get this mat, which is lovely washable, stretchable jersey, and as you can see, even folded up, it doesn't crease, which is fabulous, so you don't have to sit there and iron it. You get matching card deck. Now these all match the images that are printed on the mat. So there's 18 images and 18 cards. You get 3 dice, I'll come to that in a minute, plus you also get matching charms that also match the images that is printed on the mat. So how do we use Curiosi-tea? Curiosi-tea is a system that I designed quite a few years ago now, when I used to read in a restaurant and you were only given so many minutes per customer, and it was usually only about 10 to 15 minutes. So it wasn't much time to be able to do a reading for a customer. So I thought, what can I design that gives the customer direct answer in the shortest time possible? And this system, I often laugh because it still slaps myself in the face at various times. So what we do, we shuffle the cards. All the cards go down on the mat upside down or face down. I tend to turn mine upside rather than that way because I am a card flipper rather than a card turner. So you can go through and place them all down in order like that, or you can go higgledy-piggledy all over the place. It doesn't really matter. So I do tend to scatter them more because it's like doing another shuffle. Now, there is a few ways you can start this system. So each one, the only things you need to remember is what colour the row is. We've got pink, green, blue. It's all numbered 1 through to 6, 5, 6, and they're all 1 to 6. And the reason they are all numbered 1 to 6, it's because they are based upon dice reading. That's a whole other ball game. So what you need to know is the colour of the row and 1 to 6. You really don't need to remember anything else. So it's not like trying to remember 78 cards like a tarot deck and so on. So there's a couple of ways you can start this. And what we're doing here, we are doing traditional card chaining. And card chaining goes back centuries, and you can do it with playing cards and Lenormand and tarot and any other type of card in a sequence that has a number on it. So I'm combining here dice reading, card reading, chain reading, mat and charm casting. So for a one-stop kit, you've got a whole bunch of divinations all into one. So you can throw your dice and add up the dice to start. So there I would have 11, which then you would start at card number 11. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can start here at card number 11. Or if you know the subject matter, you might want to start in what we call the house, which the mat is the house. So if it's about children, we would start there. If it's about love, we would start in the house. If it's about career, we would start in the castle or the tower. If it's around money, we would start down here. So that's how, if you're going to start it by houses. Now, this reading is at its best, I feel, with a direct question. If you have someone come along and say you're at a market or a fair who says, just a general, please, you can roll through the generals as you go. I'm going to use it for a specific question, and I'll say, young lady in mid-30s looking for love, has had a whole string of dates online, but no one's really tickled the spot to say, yes, you look like long-term material. So she's looking for love, and we'll look at a time frame and say, she says, I want to know, what do I need to do to attract Mr. Right within the next 6 months? So I'm going to start it with the dice. Okay, so it's off screen. So we've got 7, 10. So we're starting in position 10, which is here. Now what we do is we turn that card over. So this is the starting of the chain, and it will also be the ending of the chain when we come back to the baby carriage card or the pram. And what we are doing now that we have that turned over, we're actually reading both symbols. So the mat becomes the subject matter. The top card is the description of that. So baby and sword, it would tell me there, love that comes along may not be lasting, because we've got that as small and we've got the sword that cuts. So it just tells me you may still come across some that may be immature, not long lasting, and they'll come and they'll go. So we then look at the pot and the number, the colour and the number. So we're in the green row, which it is, and it's number 2. This is going to be very interesting. So we've got number 3 here in green. So the heart again on the baby carriage would explain to me that it's still love that doesn't last a long period of time. So there would tell me she may find something and think it's going to work, but the baby carriage there is still, it's too immature, not long lasting. So we've got number 3 green, so we're still in the green row. We come to the cross. Now the cross is on the heart. So this confirms that, yes, someone may come, she might think it's great, but she might literally be heavy heart or broken hearted. So now we're going up to the pink row, card number 2. So we go up here. The goblets, that's actually nicer to see, because it tells me where she's dealt with some hardship here, something good is coming, because we've got that over the layer of the difficulty. And goblets is nice because it literally means the clinking of glasses and where does it lead. So that's actually really quite lovely. So now we've got 5 blue, so we're in the blue row, number 5. We've got the horseshoe, so that's actually really nice again, because it tells me, oh, age-appropriate love, that might be really good for you. And the horseshoe's quite nice. So we're then pink row, which is our top row, number 4. And we've got the sword again, which still tells me, though, it may have some trials and tribulations, but don't cut this opportunity. So, and then that sword is green 4, which is our green row, which comes right back to where we started. So it means we can't turn over any other cards in this chain. So that story there so far tells me she may have still a few that'll come and go really quickly. She's got good opportunity here, but it's really important that she hangs on to it. And the sword would still tell me it's not going to be without any worries. It would still tell me that something that isn't going so well. So this is where we now use our charms. So the charms, I always put, you can place if you wanted a charm on each card, but I tend to sprinkle them where I see the problem one, which would be up here. So she's still got the camel. I'm glad we've got the hearts, and we've also got the stork. Sometimes you'll get a stork, you might get the baby pram. It just depends at stock at the moment. So there would still tell me it can go the distance, bumpy ride. The stork would still tell me new love, and heart would still tell me there is good possibilities, but it's again not without some problems. Sometimes when you see the baby too, it would indicate, though, be very careful of any unplanned pregnancy. So I can see the difficulties here. I want to have a look a little bit more on the heart. We've got the scales, which means about balance and equality, and she's also got the spider. Now that's interesting because spider often means an outside interference, which tells me it's probably not her and the gentleman that's the problem. There would tell me there's an external influence that can cause problems in this relationship. So that's how we do a card chaining with Curiosi-tea. And you can use this system, I'll show you another way, even just for little reads, little daily reads. So I'll just turn those over and I'll show you how you can do it as a daily, because it is a good practice to do daily reads. So let's have a look. And so again, we can lay them out whichever way you want. So I'm not very straight in my layers there. And if you were using this just to look at what's the day going to pan out for me today, you would roll one dice at a time. So we'd go 5 there, a 1 there, and a 2 there. So what it means, we turn over the 5th card, the 1 card, and the 2 card. So it's those 3 that we would read. So looking at those for the day, again there would tell me a bit of a drawn out drudgery. There would still tell me people, outside influence keeps interfering. Horseshoe is good, which means a lucky break over the people that interfere in your life. And the heart here is sitting on the shooting star. So it would tell me the day pans out quite lovely. But it does start off with somebody annoying the hell out of you. So you can do that for a daily read, and you can also drop charm on there as well for a daily read if you like. And the beauty is this folds up so lovely and small that you can pop it in your purse and take it with you. So nice and easy. So the cards here are what we call the mini cards. And this folds up really lovely and small. And it goes in the palm of your hand. This is how small it is, with your cards, with your dice, and these come in a little organza bag. So it's not much bigger than the palm of your hand. So that is Curiosi-tea, and it does come in a couple of different varieties. There's Alice, and there's also Magic and Mystery, which is the bold blues. So thanks for listening.